Hey there, Wondering Watchers. I'm Sony Golden for The Vibe is Golden. Welcome to this edition of Tabloid Tarot, which unveils celebrity stories that might hit the tabloids next and digs into old scandals that still cause a stir. In today's viewer-requested Tabloid Tarot, we're taking a peek at a controversial actress who is either celebrated as a domestic abuse survivor or criticized as a disingenuous defamer. We are tossing Amber Heard into the spotlight to be tabloid tarot. So let's see what message we have for Amber and see how she's aligning with her higher purpose. Let's see what we have here. We have change, opportunity, passion, illumination, and confinement, captivity, tolerance, unfreedom. So here, this is kind of making me think of not only the legal battles that she has going on with Johnny Depp or her insurance carriers, but also the fact that she said she left Hollywood and moved to Spain in order to kind of get away. So here I feel like this concept of change, illumination, and opportunity is part of her like choosing to kind of take time away from herself. Maybe it's something that's self-inflicted. Maybe her intention for, going to another country altogether is not the same intention as what's going on here, but it does seem like it'll lead to some enlightenment, opportunities coming her way, and a sense of change. And I'm also noticing here the symbolism. So here you've got confinement and you've got these bars that look similar to like the bars that are on this bridge in the change card, and these kind of like, it's supposed to be like wood planks, but it also kind of looks like bars on this opportunity here. So I feel like there's an opportunity for Amber where she is now to really get more into her like inner truth, and some type of opportunity coming her way that will allow her to kind of do something different. Here with this passion card, it could be that this opportunity or change could be different in terms of finding romance, or it could be that whatever is kind of different is something she'll be passionate about. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards to see what archetypes or character traits are currently influencing Amber's journey here. We have student, light attributes, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning, shadow attributes, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, and willingness to translate knowledge into action. And we have here vampire, light attribute, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Shadow attributes, depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, or codependency. It's interesting. These light and dark attributes, we all have some aspect of light and dark in us, but here with the student and vampire, it's as if Amber has this what's affecting her journey right now is kind of either being open to this illumination, enlightenment, to learning more information. And if she's putting herself in a place that is culturally different from where she's been living for most of her life, then it seems like that would be an opportunity for like changing how she kind of learns information, how she kind of holds her truth and her knowledge. And with this vampire, it's like an emotional vampire. It's a sense of her learning kind of how she either is being affected by people, or how she affects people in terms of the concept of, it's almost like that concept of like a leech or a parasite living off of someone else's energy. So these are the things that are kind of affecting her. So it's interesting, depending if she falls on the light side or the shadow side. On the light side, it would be her becoming more aware that someone is draining her energy and her life force. On the shadow side of it, it would be her draining others of their energy or life force by being like a victim. So either being a victim because you're being victimized, or playing the role of a victim almost. So I think these are interesting cards that are affecting, or concepts that are affecting Amber's journey. So I'm going to do 2 spreads. This one, let's see what this says. We got 7 of Swords. This is the concept of liar, stealer, cheater. It also could be a sense of kind of doing things in a way where you are trying to be undetected, be more private. So we'll keep that in mind. So this first spread is going to be about Amber and her current connection to her life purpose, her higher purpose. And then I'll be doing a spread on her career and love life. So how Amber is currently feeling or connecting to her higher purpose. Well, we have the 7 of Swords again. So it seems like maybe this concept of confinement right now is her kind of trying to escape. It's almost a sense of unfreedom. So here this person might be trying to be undetected, try to do something in secrecy, and not really realize that they are not just hurting someone else, that, well, maybe they're not hurting someone else. They're hurting themselves to a certain degree. If they feel they need to keep things secret due to like shame or embarrassment, or just feel like they're unable to move on or be honest. But also, I feel like it might be in a little bit of denial about her situation, what she kind of, I don't know, almost like with this confinement, it's a sense of mental confinement, not necessarily physical confinement, even though she, lives in Spain. So let's see what she is here to master. We have here the Fool. So a concept of like starting over again. And perhaps this move to a new country will help her to approach life with a sense of wonder and possibilities, and take a leap of faith to, maybe this change, like a new opportunity. So let's take a look at what she offers loved ones, her community. We have here the Page of Wands. I get a sense of like fairy tale, and I want to say that this is very much exploration, adventure energy, bending the rules, breaking the rules to go beyond what anyone would expect of you. And then in terms of what she offers the planet, we have 3 of Pentacles. This is a card of like, teamwork and a sense of like being recognized for the particular skills that you offer, and finding the right people where those skills can kind of, when put together, create something that you couldn't have created on your own. And then At the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy, the 10 of Wands. So feeling overwhelmed, definitely feeling like she's taking on a lot of responsibilities, trying to kind of set up a life for herself in Spain with her daughter, and I feel like just is overwhelmed with life and what's going on for her. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify these cards because Seven of Swords is pretty interesting in terms of how she's currently feeling or connecting to her higher purpose. So let's go ahead and clarify that. We have the Five of Wands. So this is conflict, arguments. So it could be that the ongoing legal battles that she's dealing with are pretty much making it that she doesn't really want to be detected. She is trying to keep things quiet. She doesn't want everyone to know her business. And to some degree, I feel like she's being pulled in different directions. Doesn't really know what to prioritize herself, especially if she's got feels like she has to do everything on her own. So let's take a look at the full, clarify this spiritual journey here that she's on. We have the Chariot. So this card can kind of indicate needing to get your act together, to really ignore the drama around you and focus on what's important, what matters. So here, this sense of like being able to start anew, to kind of be open to the possibility of something new. That's kind of what she needs to master in this lifetime. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands in terms of what she offers her loved ones, her friends, her family. We have the Justice card. That's interesting. This is a sense of like, whatever you kind of put into something, that's what you're going to get out of it. A fair result is going to come about. Kind of like you get what you give almost. So here, to me, with this, her community purpose, her family purpose, this concept of her being more, I want to say, like a fireball is kind of like the word that's coming up. Someone who, wanted to break out of the life that she grew up in. I believe she was like raised Catholic, raised in Texas, and she moved to California, I think at the age of 17. So I feel like this idea of like breaking out, breaking the rules is kind of what she's kind of like shown or taught her family. Like, you break these rules, you bend the rules, you explore more, and you can have this fame. You can have, this movie career. You can be on a cover of magazines. But also, she's teaching that if you, depending on how much you go off script, how much you bend the rules, how much you take risks, there might be consequences for it. So let's clarify this Three of Pentacles in terms of what she offers on a global level. We have the Eight of Wands. So this is like a card of travel. This is a card of like, keep moving ahead. I feel like she is going to be able to show that, like, regardless of, what has been going on in her life, the legal issues, what's going on in her career, that she is going to be able to take those skills and talents that she values, that makes her valuable, and take this opportunity for something new. I think she's going to be able to kind of move ahead there. So let's take, or at least she's going to show like others, this is how it's done. You kind of take the good, you take the best parts, and you move forward. So let's go ahead and explore Amber's yet to be revealed story when it comes to her career and love life. So I'll lay out the cards and then I will identify their positions. Okay, so here the influencing energy for this spread here is like the Three of Wands, and this is a card of also a card of travel, of new horizons, of seeking out new avenues to kind of pursue your goals. So here the way I have it set up is this is past, present, future when it comes to career at the top and love at the bottom. Then here we have her current attitude, her environment, her hopes and fears, and then outcome when it comes to career and love. So in terms of, let's start with the career. In the past, we have the Judgment card. In the present, it says 10 of Pentacles. And in the future, we have the 8 of Pentacles. When it comes to love in the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. In the present, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And in the future, we have here the Hierophant. In terms of her attitude, her current attitude, we have the Hermit. In terms of what's in her environment, we have the 8 of Cups. Hopes and fears, we have the 2 of Wands. The outcome when it comes to her career, we have the 2 of Cups. And when it comes to the outcome for her love life, we have the Moon card here. So here with the, I'm going to start here. Here with this Hermit, her current attitude, I feel like that is the card of confinement and illumination. It's also a concept of like a journey. And it's making me also think of this Change card. So you can see this individual, this cloaked individual on this bridge. So I feel like she is currently seeking an active change, and in that process is going to gain some inner knowledge there. In terms of her environment, we have the 8 of Cups, and I get the sense that she is surrounded by people who are detaching, kind of walking away from her. And to some degree, it could be her move to Spain is her trying to walk away so that she's not being walked away from, like she's making the choice to leave. But it seems like in that process, there are ties being cut, but also just in general in her life, I feel like she's surrounded by people who are just like, I'm done. I'm not going to invest anymore. When it comes to her hopes and fears, we have the 2 of Wands. So a sense of kind of planning for something better, really hopeful that the right opportunity comes up to take that step forward. In terms of the past for her career, we have this Judgment card. So a sense of her kind of honestly looking at her career, see what works, what doesn't work. Almost a sense of like, why is she there? Is it for the right reasons? And I see a bunch of pentacles here. For career and for her love life. So currently for her career, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Usually this means like prosperity, wealth, abundance. For her though, and because of the Judgment in the past, I feel like at present with her career, it's a focus on the money, a focus on what she can get in terms of, if she takes a role, how much it'll pay. It could be because of the fact that she has these legal issues going on and has to think about income, payouts, and so forth. In the future, when it comes to her career with the Eight of Pentacles, it seems like there will be still a focus on money, but more trying to be connected, focused in the type of work that she does. The more focused on the outcome of like projects or how she feels connected to projects, as opposed to necessarily, I guess, just the money of it. When it comes to the past in her love life, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is making me think of the fact that she was a wife, and the things that are in the news now are about her divorce settlement, how much money she gets from Johnny Depp, and about the lawsuit and how she has to pay for the defamation verdict, millions of dollars, how she has lawsuits with her insurance company and so forth. So I feel like when it comes to the past and love, it was very much surrounded by and possibly motivated by financial security. And at present, we have the Knight of Pentacles for what's going on currently for Amber's love life. I feel like this is more kind of slowly more of the same, but not as bold, but maybe kind of low key, wanting something for the future, but still thinking about the money and the practicalities of whether or not it fits her lifestyle. But in the future with the Hierophant, it's almost a sense of welcoming back some kind of structure, some kind of order when it comes to her love life. And to some degree, I feel like this illumination and change and passion, that in the future, the passion is going to kind of come back, where it's like, it's not necessarily just looking at the practicalities of a relationship, but actually looking at the passion and the unity and like really connecting with someone. And I do feel like, having grown up in a certain religion and now also being a mother, I feel like aspects of this illumination, like spirituality, even things she learned when she was younger, maybe she had rejected, it's going to find a way of incorporating into her world a little bit, in the sense of like what works for her, and not necessarily, looking at scripture and following someone else's rules, but putting together her own rules where she's not going to try and do something. I think she's going to like be almost more moral when it comes to her relationships, and see them as something that is really important, and not necessarily something that is fleeting or superficial or based on what it can get you. And in terms of like the outcome when it comes to her career, we have here the Two of Cups. So it seems like, maybe she will find someone or meet someone who is sees those qualities in her, this skills, her talent, and really help her to kind of take that step forward, give her a new opportunity, someone who like partners with her, really sees, what she can accomplish. And when it comes to her love life, you have this Moon card. So it seems like this Hierophant here is going to help provide structure. It might provide some clarity for how to move through something, because I feel like she's going to really be feeling some self-doubt, feeling stuck, feeling unsure of where to go when it comes to love. And I feel like this confinement card, at least for where she is currently on her higher purpose journey, and this confinement card is kind of indicating mental and emotional lack of freedom or captivity that she is dealing with. So this working through this is going to take some time when it comes to her, when it comes to love. It might be that there are occasional dating aspects going on, but it seems that there is going to be a big spiritual or life lessons that she's still going through when it comes to that. And it may be that her career is in a better position faster or quicker than her love life will be. So thanks for watching this edition of Tabloid Tarot. We'll see you next time. Take care.